Okay, what I'm going to show you today is how to do your photo transfer. Okay, we've been talking a lot about it, and now it's time to do it. The way that we're going to do it is with clear packing tape. So you can do this with any image that comes off of a laser printer. So a photocopy, or if you have a laser printer at your house, you can print an image and do this. There are some magazines that are printed with laser in color that you can transfer. Haven't had quite as much success with that. But black and white will definitely transfer. So what you're going to do is to take a little section of this tape and you're going to transfer it to your box. The way that you're going to do that is by sticking the tape. I think I'm just going to collect this much of the image, okay? Not that much. You're going to stick that tape on. This is called a bone folder. It's smooth on one side. Actually, it's smooth all the way around, but there's a nice place for you to press really hard with your finger. You could also use a Sharpie, works really well for burnishing. Okay, you could do that if you want. But what you're going to do is, after you put your tape on, you're going to go back and forth across that tape until you've burnished it. And what you're doing is really adhering the toner, the LaserJet toner, to that tape. You could do a few pieces of tape if you wanted the entire image, or if you just wanted a section of the image like I do for this. That's all you have to do. Okay, after you're sure that you've done a really good job burnishing it, you're going to take your image over to the sink and you're going to find some water. Probably a good idea to make sure that this bucket is, it's cleaned out. And you're just going to soak it in there. Okay, get that really nice and wet. And what's going to happen is the paper is going to start to deteriorate. And that's what we want. Okay, so basically now what's happening is anywhere that the tape is not stuck to the paper gets peeled away. Okay, so now I've got the paper still stuck to my tape. But I don't want any paper on there because I want the image off of that paper. Okay, so then I just take my finger, and this is where you just want to rub away the pulp. Okay, you don't want to try to scrape it away, but you just want to gently roll that paper away. Okay, so what you're doing here is you're transferring that image to the tape. And you can see as you flip it over the transparent effect that's beginning to take place. Okay, so this is why choosing the base color for your box is fairly important, because that color is going to come through and it's going to translate. Now you want to make sure that you do a really good job taking that pulp off of the tape. Okay, because if there's any pulp left, it's going to end up not being sticky. And as you're doing this, you're going to feel like there's no sticky left on the tape. But after you've done this, you let it sit out and it will dry. And as it dries, the stickiness comes back. Okay, which will allow for you to stick this onto almost any surface. But for this project, the box that you've created. Okay, so you can see, you can see the transparency that is created here. Okay. Yep. So after it dries and it regains its stickiness, you're just going to stick it right back onto your box. Yeah, you'll probably have to wait overnight at least. So since this is the weekend, yeah, come back on Monday and it'll be good. You will want to dry this in a place that it's not going to be disturbed. So the yellow cabinet back there, I believe, is that this class's storage. Then yeah, we'll do it. We'll put them in there. Make sure that you don't put them on top of each other, because as they get sticky, they'll stick to whatever is on top of them. So you'll have to look really closely and look into the reflection of the light and just make sure that all the pulp is gone. Okay? But now this image is ready to dry and then transfer onto your box. Okay? Pretty cool, huh?